Hey people, what's good? Lou Johnson here. Listen, I've wanted to do this thing for a while, so finally I decided just to make things happen. My goal is to every week bring you information about comic books. Old comics, new comics, doesn't really matter. Hopefully you like it. If you do, give me a like, maybe a share. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, it's kind of fitting for the first episode to start with the #1 issue, Avengers #1. I like the way this book is going. Jason Aaron just recently took over the job of writing the book, and I really trust the way he's going to take this team. So where it starts off and where it picks up is Thor, Cap, and Tony are catching a drink. And Cap and Thor want to put the team back together, but Tony's kind of hesitant because he just got out of a coma, for Pete's sake. Thor has a brand new golden arm and a brand new golden hammer. Don't really know what's going on there. Hopefully they'll, hash that out in the future, which they should. But Tony's really hesitant because he doesn't want to die. He kind of feels like the team is getting old. The Trinity is getting old, and he really doesn't want to be part of that, team old man. So he's just like, not really want to feel it. But on the other side of the world, you have Black Panther and Doctor Strange going into this mining operation in Africa. Well, what happened is that Panther found some dead bodies down in there. Not just regular dead bodies, but these people were just alive like the day before. So he called Strange up. They want to go down there and figure out what's going on. And these people apparently got killed by cosmic power, cosmic energy. Kind of weird, right? Like 200 feet below ground in Africa and people are dying from cosmic energy. Yeah, well, it'll work itself out. So Strange and Panther go down in this mine. They figure out that these people died in a certain way. Kind of, doesn't set right with them. So what they decide to do is keep on going deeper. And they come to figure out that there was something down there that was bigger than anything. So what happens? They keep on going. Well, Black Panther, he's just like, listen, Strange, I just want to figure out what's going on. Strange is like, listen, you got the wrong, I'm not that type of doctor. So he convinces him to do it anyway. But they keep on delving deeper and deeper down into this mine, and they come to find out that there was magic holding something down in there. And the thing that it was holding in there is no longer there, so of course you're going to be spooked. And the reason why they knew magic was there was writing on the wall. Literally, writing on the wall. There were some markings that showed that a Sorcerer Supreme was there, and that one of the original Panther Kings was also there. So whatever was down there was pretty important. We'll get into the 1000 BC Avengers in a second. But what happens is in real time is that, of course, like I said, Tony and the team are sitting there trying to figure out whether or not they want to put the team back together. And holes start opening in space and things start falling out of it. So they go up and you see Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. She's trying to figure out what's trying to come through these holes. Well, it turns out they're celestials. Celestial beings. They're like old and strong and huge. They can either bring life or end life. That was their whole job, is to do that. And they're falling out of these holes. And one of them's falling, and Carol actually catches it and guides it down to Earth so it doesn't land in the middle of Manhattan. So if you guys are questioning whether or not Captain Marvel had that power, there's your answer. She caught a celestial, she guided it down, and landed it right there in the Hudson River. Kind of cool, right? Yeah, I know. But so moving back to Africa, where Panther and Strange were trying to figure out why these people were dying and what caused these people to die, is that it turned out that there were celestials. There was one celestial buried down there. And for reference, these things are like 200 meters tall, huge. And when it left, there were no holes. There was nothing there. It was just like it just up and disappeared. Well, spooky, right? What it turns out to be is that, yes, there was a celestial buried there from forever ago, which gets into the tie-in of the Free Comic Book Day book. it turns out that, if you read the books or if you know anything about the books, that they're going to start tapping into the BC era Avengers, which includes Odin, one of the first Panther Kings, a Hulk, which is also a Star Brand, a Ghost Rider of all things, and what else? Sorcerer Supreme, and Iron Fist, not the one from Netflix, thank God. So, but these ancient Avengers, they fought a Celestial. The Celestial came down to Earth, and they fought it, and they killed it, and they regretted it as soon as they did it, because Odin knew off top. He was like, listen, if we kill this guy, he's got friends, and everybody's questioning why he knows this. He's Odin, for Pete's sake. So, but they killed the Celestial, and they're afraid that his friends and more Celestials, not really his friends, but just other Celestials, like cousins or something, they're going to come down and just rain holy hell on him, which is probably what's going to happen. So, with the Celestial that they killed, they buried him in Africa, which is kind of cool when you think about it, because I'm not going to get into that. Maybe later. But, so, you have Odin, who is forever old, and now his son is tied up into it, and all this stuff is going on, and it stems from that particular act of them killing a Celestial. They came to Earth to do a job, and they defeated him. This is like in caveman times. And what? Yeah, really. It did really confuse me. It was interesting, and it will remain interesting to me. So, turns out that the Celestials that are coming back now are being controlled, spoiler alert, by Loki. Yeah, Loki, the master of mischief, is controlling Celestials. Or he's either controlling them, or he's in cahoots with them, or he's down with them, or, they share the same grocery store or something, because he knows them, and now they're cool. So, Loki is sending these Celestials down. And in the Free Comic Book Day book, what happens is that Odin sends for Panther. He sends a talking raven to him. And so Panther says, yeah, okay, you send a raven to me? Of course I'm going to show up. You're omnipotent. So, omnipotent, not omnipotent. I don't care how it's spelled. It's pronounced omnipotent. So, anyway, inside joke. So, what happens is that he goes and meets up with Odin, and Odin tells him basically what I just told you, that all these Celestials are coming back to avenge the fact that one of them died, and that the fact that the one that they thought was dead is no longer dead. Now he's awake. And it turns out that the reason why Odin brought Panther to him to talk to him is because he wants him to kill Loki. He realizes, that his stepson has gotten a whole lot out of control. He's been, mischievous before, but never on this level. So he wants Panther and whoever he wants to recruit to take Loki out, like assassin type of stuff. And so, of course, T'Challa says, I'm not anybody's assassin, but if it's for the greater good, then I will do it. It has nothing to do with what you want me to do. Kind of makes sense. Makes a whole lot of sense. And are you ready for another plot twist? Apparently, the ancient Avengers, the ancient, 1000 BC Avengers, apparently Odin and the Phoenix, which was represented by a female, Jean Grey. So apparently back then it was also represented as a female, and Odin and the Phoenix had a thing. So what happened there? I guess we'll figure all that out in the future. And it sounds fun. I mean, what do you do? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. If there's anything that I missed or anything that you want to talk about, please feel free to drop something in the comments. Like I said, my goal is to every week bring you a little bit more comic book information than you already know. And even if you do know it, maybe we can just talk about it. And if you like it, give me a like, maybe a share, tell a friend. We'll see what happens. All right, Cosmic Lou. Peace.